Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Premier League Pod Yard Man edition, where we discuss all the things in the transfer window regarding the Premier League clubs, so the biggest news surrounding the Premier League clubs, and of course there'll be Club World Cup talk as well. Mohamed Kudus prefers Tottenham to Chelsea. That came out yesterday, and it's further been confirmed today that he wants to join Tottenham Hotspur. Of course, you got the Gyökeres news to Arsenal. Madueke also potentially joining Arsenal. You've got Nwaneri potentially going the other way if he can't sign a new deal at Arsenal Football Club as well. But before I bring the man them on, make sure you run up the likes. Big up everyone supporting as well. Appreciate you lot. Big up to everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV. Run up the likes, people. Hit the like button on the video. So important you do that. Make sure when you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax, run up the likes. Please make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. Yes, it's flawless is the new Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter. Yes, it's flawless on Instagram, people. Retweet, like from the Twitter, share from the Instagram at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Hit the notification bell as well when you do that. Big up to everyone in the chat though. I see you lot. The man are just getting ready for the show as well. Big up to Casper. You joined the membership. That says been waiting a whole 24 hours for this. You had to push the show back because all the man them weren't around. So that's why. Big up JT says finally back again. You lot clearly missed the show. Big up Lucian as well. Big up Kingsman. Big up Sham. King, I see you also. Hope you had a blessed birthday as well, King. Big up Duncy, who I was just on the show with as well. Big up Duncy. Yeah, Duncy. Yeah, he hilarious. You already know what Duncy's like. Zipex as well. Big up to you also. And man saying great buy for Spurs. Well, they ain't bought him yet. But anyways, let's actually get into the show. Lex is in the building. Kaneki's in the building. What you man saying? You man good?
No.
What's up? What's up?
No. Nothing's good at all.
What's happened? What did I miss?
No. It's completely just Man United related. Otherwise, from that, had a good turnout from my grandma yesterday. Literally couldn't make it. Yeah, literally couldn't make it.
It's all good, man.
By the time I finally reached home, it was like 11 at night.
Just hope she had a good send-off and everything, man, for real.
Yeah. Wanted to fight a couple people, but, my dad was there, so I didn't push somebody else down the hole as well, So.
Love that. Shout out to Pops.
Yeah, but, everything is fine, Then Man United, just...
It's not good with fucking United. We stink. Absolutely dreadful. Absolutely woeful. But you know what? Since before we get to... Actually, there ain't even shit to say about Manchester United before we get to that. We'll start with the title, actually. Kudus preferring Spurs over Chelsea. Thoughts on him as a player and thoughts on that move as well, Kaneki?
Thoughts on him as a player, as a player, yeah, man, you making the bold decision to go to fucking Spurs. That is now under Thomas Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's technically a smart move. Chelsea isn't stable right now. So anybody that thinks he's picking Chelsea or he's picking Spurs over Chelsea because, no. Chelsea is nowhere near stable right now. Chelsea don't know what their best anything is. The manager is definitely getting... Maresca doesn't make it through next season.
What, you reckon he gets sacked?
Yes, I do.
That's a hot take. Go on, why? Big up, Lex.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to not make it through next season.
Really?
Because I've seen enough foolishness in this club. I've seen enough in this Club World Cup alone to know if he goes into the league on that same bullshit. On that same bullshit, it's not. Okay? You come in the league with that bullshit, I'm telling you right now, Chelsea will be sat comfortably in probably like what? 7th, 8th? That team is not...
So you think there's 5? You think currently right now there's 7 teams better than Chelsea?
Yes.
Go on, who the 7 teams? I'm asking, this is interesting.
So, I didn't know. Manchester City, definitely. Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, as well.
Yeah.
Aston Villa right now are trying to
Villa.
build, but
Mhm.
they're way more stable than them. So it's
Villa.
so
Yeah.
that's them. Spurs under Thomas Frank immediately now.
Really? Spurs?
Yes,
Oh, go on, carry on.
yes. So that's 6.
Yeah, that's it.
And the other team that I'm putting above them, and that depends on how much they can actually remain stable, is Brighton.
Okay. Jeez, this is 2 hot takes.
No,
Yeah, like this.
Villa and
It's the
Spurs.
JT
I'm
who
not.
says it's a hot take. The reason why it's a hot take is because they're one of the better sides in the league. So for
Yeah,
him to not make it is like,
and to Pels
go on.
taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss. Do you know how bad Chelsea actually are?
Brother,
Do you
listen.
see that back line? Where are they going with Davinson Sanchez?
I ain't gonna lie. If I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be pissed at that. But
No,
that's just me.
be pissed at me for saying this.
Yo,
I want you to be pissed at me saying this because I need you to prove me wrong.
I know
Because
you
I'm not wrong.
This
No,
guy
that's
seen
the
the
thing.
football bandwagon and said, "I'm jumping on." Sorry, go on. This is a
No,
great
bro.
start. Go on.
Yeah, but flawless. This is the truth. Be pissed at me and have your team prove me wrong. That's it. That backline is horrible.
I
No,
agree.
Aston Villa, yes, Aston Villa attack. Aston Villa attack is not anything. What is your attack? You have Miss Jackson up top, bro.
Not just that. Don't forget the last season. No, yo. Well, shut up. Let me get you my thought now, please.
No, sorry, my bad. I apologize.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just to add to what Keneki say, don't forget, say, yo, the league did kind of have a drop off this year. Monday ma come back. You man come back with vengeance. Spurs are come back with. What do you mean? All right, with Amar.
But
at the same time, but in comparison to last season, it's gonna be better, miles better.
Yeah, it'll be better.
And I'm going over Rasmus and
Dog,
with
let's
Amar,
let's not do this Man United thing. Let's not do this
understand
right
your
now.
overall point.
Wait,
I understand your overall point. I get you. I hear your overall point. Yeah.
So here's the thing now. In my opinion, Chelsea's overrated. In my opinion, Maresca is highly overrated, especially when you compare him to Poch, because Mandema act like is a massive difference between him and Poch. It is not.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I say? They're very close, especially when you look at the performance of the teams in the league this season. When Poch got that 6th place, all of these teams never dropped off the way they did. For Maresca's season. So you could have even compared them and say, well, it's probably the same. What you did see under Poch, though, was performances from individual players that you saw potential in. Those performances dropped off, even though you had a collective effort in the team. But you wouldn't, you could attribute that to Maresca, but is he the manager to take you from where Poch had you or where he has you right now to success? Hell no. His system has too many flaws. Him don't know how to get the best out of the players him have. And it's just a matter of time before him get figured out. You get what
do you mean a matter of time? Did you not see him get figured out in the league? Bro, if it wasn't for Aston Villa falling off, they would have never made Europe.
Agreed. But the reason I say that is because them have the top 4 for challenge the facts that Maresca is okay and he did better than Poch without actually putting the context to the actual situation and actually looking at it how you're supposed to. Like, bro, if Tottenham did what them did the season before and United did what them did the season before, even though it wasn't much in comparison to how far they've fallen and in comparison to the tally of the points tally of the teams in the league like City and them, man, you can because remember, we was top 3. Liverpool, City, Arsenal was top 3. Chelsea would have never made top 4 under Maresca. Never. You get what I say?
Right. I'm listening, fam. I'm listening.
You get what I say? It's just a drop in performance. And then one could also argue that Maresca has had better players than Poch.
Yeah,
technically he has.
Our better overall team because after that, you man buy all of the scrubs off of them.
Yeah, we buy players. Yeah, we bought one, but
And Phils, you were saying there aren't 7 teams finishing above you. You don't know this because
What?
let's ask the Chelsea people in chat. Name me your
Yeah, I don't
best.
think we're really constructed. I
Name
don't think
me.
the eighth.
Name
I
me
don't
your
think the eighth.
best cohesive front three right now. Name me your best goal scoring front three right now.
That's where I think they'll fall
Delap.
down is goal scoring wise.
What you think Delap? What? So you're gonna have Delap, Neto that can't stay fit,
Right,
and
Delap.
who on the right? What?
It'd be
Jackson.
Neto, probably Neto on the right, Bino Gittins on the left, Palmer in the 10, the lap up
Gitti-
top.
So
Pedro. Actually, I tell a lie.
so
I think it'll be Pedro. I think
so
Pedro.
Pedro. So Pedro.
Yeah.
That non-binary Gittins or whatever them want to call that
Rubbish.
left back what them sign from
Rubbish.
Borussia Dortmund. So the left back and Neto, is that it? The left back and Neto.
It's a soccer thing.
Yeah.
Them are good deal.
Like, who's the left back? Are you calling Bino
Gittins.
Gittins the left back?
Gittins, what do you mean? Where do you think he started off as? You think he started off as a winger?
I don't know. I don't know anything about him.
That's why I'm
Gittins
so
started off
rubbish,
as a
bro.
left back. It's on some Young type thing.
Okay.
Let's not do this.
Better man, them did go buy Semenyo or something, bro.
Let's not do this. Delap, Neto, and Gittins. What in the Everton front three is that? If you saw that right there playing for Bournemouth, no one would question it. If I told you that was Bournemouth's front three, yeah, no one would question it. But that's Chelsea.
Nah, their front three isn't.
No, I'm not excluding Palmer. I'm not excluding Palmer. I'm just trying to say this right now. That front three will heavily reliant on Palmer. We saw what happened last season when everybody targeted him.
And that is the thing. And that is the whole main thing. You get what I say? And then this idiot manager now give him the license to actually impact the game the way he need to do it.
Yeah,
so
he's restricting him.
Am I restrict him? So that's how I'm not gonna feel. People
I don't rate Gittins and Zifex. I don't rate him.
Oh, Palmer, this Palmer, that. Yeah, if you all right, you see if him did have the same role him did have the first season and him,
the free room.
Then you could understand. You could understand if him did underperform with that, but him underperform after being restricted. So what that mean? You need to free him up. It's as simple as. So listen. Don't take it from me. Stick to your laurels. Stick to your emotions, Chelsea fans, and then next year we can talk about it. When I not fail, I not cuss, I not say Mariska out and all this shit. Then we can talk about it.
Tony, stop.
I hope you're blessed, Tony.
Tony, stop, dog. Tony.
You can time him out. No, you can't.
I have not started to talk about you and your club's addiction in signing Chelsea reject. Signing Kepa will not give you the Champions League, bro.
Before we get to that, you obviously mentioned.
Yeah, but let me just finish off on this Chelsea thing before you start.
Kudus to
okay,
Spurs.
so Kudus to Spurs.
More importantly, what do you think of Kudus? Forget him going Spurs for a second. I've not asked you this. What do you think of Kudus as a player overall?
I highly rate him, especially for the role that I know he can play. When given the license, when you have him on the right and he can play as a as an out and out winger. Him hugging the touchline, it's fine. He has a good cross on him, but him in the free role position, especially now that I know that he's the Maddison replacement. He's going to be able to do a far more attacking output. Basically, he's going to have more attacking
Maddison
output.
Replacement? Hell no.
Madison can't stay fit. That's what I mean by.
Oh.
Madison cannot stay fit.
So really. Probably I go put Kudus on the right and Kulusevski in a
depends because he mixes the formation. Because sometimes he'll play with the back.
He play a back three, and how I see with the back three, he's probably going to have the 2 10s as Kulusevski and Kudus.
Kulusevski and Kudus is 2 good 10 stars.
And what's that guy they have again? Is it called
Solanke?
Begberg? No, the other midfield.
Central midfielder. Bergvall.
Yeah, Bergvall. Yeah, I rate him as well. And how I can see them trying to do it right now with Kulusevski and Kudus interchanging on the right, because Kudus can play both right and left. It would fit him more, because I can see Thomas Frank trying to use him more like Mbeumo. If anybody in chat can say, if anybody in the chat can actually, I think, listen to what I'm trying to say and tell me what you think. I can see Kudus being used as in the Embuemo role, basically.
Yeah, that makes sense, of course.
So
Yeah,
so that's how I'm trying to see it. That's how I'm trying to see it with him. The Chelsea move would be a better move brand wise, because Chelsea are the biggest club in London, basically. They are the biggest club in London.
Agreed.
They are the players he'd be around, the Laps, the Neto, the Enzo, the Caicedos, the Palmers, better players all around, but it wouldn't technically be the better move.
No, I think that's fair. Like, I
So
think he
career-wise,
I'm surprised about him preferring Spurs over Chelsea, though.
It's game time, basically. If I'm wanting to be honest, it's game time, because I want the Chelsea people. No, I want the Chelsea fans in the chat to actually tell me who in your front line does Kudus bench? He plays on the right.
He's their best wide player if he goes there.
Not over Neto. Not over a fit Neto. No, he's not better than a fit Neto.
He's better.
I rate Kudus, but a fit Neto, I don't think he's better than a fit Neto.
Kudus is bad.
We can have
that debate. I don't know. I don't really have him better than Neto.
Hey, chat, what you lot saying in the chat?
I don't really have him better than Neto. Call it a personal preference. Why, basically? Call it. It's not just my personal preference. It sounds messed up coming from me. It sounds messed up coming from me.
In the Chelsea system, him definitely better.
On the right or on the left? Wait, on the right or on the left?
It don't matter.
To the point that Kaneki was making, he's saying
all right.
He said game because he said he missed it. He said game time as to why he might prefer going to Spurs over Chelsea. To me, he starts for both of them.
Yeah, he starts for both of them, but at the same time, man, them win a trophy, innit?
Yeah.
When last time Chelsea win a trophy?
They won
Chelsea win at the Arsenal boat, you know? No, we're not count the Conference League.
Was it 2021? Was it the champs? I think it was the Champions League.
It was the champ. You know, it was didn't they win the Super Cup? The UEFA Super Cup.
Stop this.
Now we talking.
Bro, listen. I'm not Arsenal this, brother. At Chelsea we talk about here.
No, I'm talking about the UEFA Super Cup.
I think it was the champs.
We're not count Europa Super Cup, brother. Anyways, bro, listen. First things first. Where this brother has said, Tony, I talk about what?
Yeah, I was right. It's the Champions League. Sorry.
Yeah. So, don't talk about Tony. Let's not just ignore Tony until we reach Arsenal, please. Make we just ignore Tony until we reach Arsenal.
Gone by then enough once.
Because this brother and the club and them addiction to DMs.
It's Prime. The Prime's on the Clips channel. He's on the account.
No, me know so Prime there on the Clips channel, but this brother and him club were addicted to DMs. Him just need to just stop talking.
No, but he must say we are afraid when him sign your curse. We were
definitely afraid when they sign lack of threat on Aubameyang, right?
Tony, you're in the chat right now. Explain to me what is you signing your curse going to change?
He says here, can't wait to see Lex and Kaneki meltdown when I sign your careers.
What meltdown? Meltdown about what?
Don't care. Don't care, Tony.
About what?
We don't care.
Bro, you're literally signing a freaking Scandinavian Darwin Núñez.
All right, so let's go to the Yokerers. Kaneki, we'll start with you because they've agreed personal terms. Seems
yeah. Congratulations.
Your thoughts on Yokerers and also as well how you think he does at Arsenal.
Oh, I think he does Arsenal. I can't wait to watch him get all those ball playing in behind from a DM. You know, I can't wait to watch your DM whipping across to your other DM to play a true ball to the DM that's going to play the ball to Yokerers. Yeah, you already have a left back on the right wing, you know. Can't wait to watch.
Say they sign Eze or Rodrigo. Does that change your
opinion? What?
If they sign Rodrigo or Eze, hypothetically. Let's say they sign
Rodrigo or Eze. Yeah, man. And who else them gonna put beside of them? Modric and Toni Kroos.
Nah. It'll be Rice, Zubomendi. Let's say it's Rice, Zubomendi.
Rice and Zubomendi. Right. Me keep on forget that TPD is no longer there.
This guy's crazy.
So let us go now with that.
Does Yokerez improve? So do you think?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Their supply line is crap.
So you
their
reckon it's a
supply line is crap.
Okay, so say they improved the sideline, the supply line.
How? With what?
You mean how? With Rodrigo or Eze?
On what? Rodrigo
That's
or
an
Eze?
improvement
Okay.
to the-
Let's
that's an
just say
improvement to
they
the
signed
supply line.
Rodrigo or Eze.
Yes.
Them goalkeeper is still crap.
Yes.
Them right back is a centre back. Them left back is a centre back. The midfield consists of a centre back. We all know what Zubamendi is like when he's playing under pressure. Can't do shit. So right then and there, I just list off 5 major issues in that young squad. Them don't have nothing on the left unless I just them plan to play
That's why I said
Zinchenko.
If they do sign Eze or Rodrigo. So
that's on the right.
No, Eze's for the left. Saka's
for Eze's for the left.
Yeah.
Eze will play on the right or go play on the left.
Eze will play from the left. If they
yeah,
sign.
man. Okay. So Eze gonna have a centre back overlapping him, and let's say and Saka. Eze or Rodrigo have a centre back overlap, and Saka have a centre back overlap. While having
Timber and who? Who's the other one? Who's the left back?
What do you mean? Who is them left back? Cauliflower man. The other centre back man.
Okay, if Calafiori plays.
So right. A centre back at left back, a centre back at right back. Your goalkeeper is Kepa, bro. And don't tell me about David Ribena, bro. Don't talk about David Ribena. I do not care.
The goalkeeper's real. We know the goalkeeper.
Raya won the Golden Glove back to back. Any goalkeeper win a Golden Glove when you're playing with 5 centre backs, Tony. Don't get me started.
So does Gyökeres do better than Havertz in your opinion? Goal scoring wise and overall?
No, because Havertz literally dropped into midfield when they needed him for him to create.
Let me just get this straight. You don't think Gyökeres is an upgrade on Havertz?
Gyökeres is not a playmaker. Take this from somebody that's not Tony or anybody else that rides that does with this.
We know he's not a playmaker. We know that. You know what Gyökeres
is. His link play is horrible, flawless.
You don't think Gyökeres is an improvement for them in that area? Is he not their best 9?
He is their best 9. So I will never try and lie about that. He is their best 9. But so based on how they've been playing the last 3 years, that type of striker is not what makes their system the best. When you look at everybody they've had up top, it's someone that can drop in and bring the wide players into the game. Sure. Gyökeres got Lukaku's first touch, and I'm not lying. Gyökeres' first touch is horrible. So Gyökeres' linking ability is horrible. Mm-hmm. Gyökeres' reading of the game, passing wise, mind you, in how to hold up play is also horrible. You're going to a side that's going to dominate possession and want to play the ball around in the box. How are you going to do that with a striker that can't control the ball?
So you're saying
that's one of his main weaknesses. System-wise, it's a weakness. System-wise, it's a weakness. Lies. Do you think you know more about Gyökeres than me? Who in chat thinks they know more about Gyökeres than me? Raise your hand.
I don't.
I love this. I love this debate.
I don't think they play the same way.
Okay, please tell me about Gyökeres. I want to hear this guy. Please tell me about Gyökeres that I don't know. Tell me something. Come on, Karis. The floor is yours. Tell me about Gyökeres, my guy.
Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. I think Gyökeres is a good signing for them. I think he'll do well for them.
He is a good signing, but they need another striker. But please, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tony, don't come at me with stats. You know damn well, don't come at me with stats. Don't come at me with stats, Tony. So please, Karis, tell me about something about Gyökeres that I don't know. I'll wait.
And to King, they definitely need to add, yeah. But I'm saying, like, I do believe that they do add to their attackers alongside of that. I do believe they get an Eze or Rodrigo, probably the former. More than likely. But I think Gyökeres will do well for them. I think he gets goals for them.
I want him to tell me about Gyökeres, who I watched play in the Premier League at Brighton, and flop.
Karis flows yours, man.
Yeah, and then go to Swansea and then flop. And then was horrible for Coventry in his first season and then kicked off in his second season. Please, Karius, tell me about Gyökeres that I don't know.
He said one who drops in, big up. He said one who drops in Zipex and links up play and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He said. What are you saying? Why are we waiting? No. Zipex asked said so. Kaneki, what striker?
Zifek said that he knows more about Gyökeres than me, so I want him to tell me how I'm lying on Gyökeres.
It wasn't
no,
Zipex. It was Karras. It wasn't Zipex.
Oh yeah, Karras. No, not Zipex. I'm talking about Karras. I'm waiting.
Why I said this is because Zipex said this, so that's why I was.
No. What striker do I think suits Arsenal play style the most? A striker that I put it like this. That's the reason why when I saw them linked with Isak, I said that's the best for them. The strikers like Isak is what would be if I saw them go off for what's his name from Leverkusen, even if not Leverkusen, the one from Brighton, even not Boniface or Garashi. A strong target man that's hold up play is phenomenal to bring in wingers. Look at how Arsenal has played the last 3 years. What has been even Aldi? Yes, Zefix, even Aldi. Look at how Arsenal has played the last 3 years. What has been their most predominant form of play? Wingers. They're wingers. I don't rate Havertz. I do not rate Havertz. I wasn't really that big of a fan of Aubameyang. But you know what? Lacazette, Aubameyang, and these guys did in common? They brought the wingers into play. Alexis Sanchez, the Theo Walcotts, even Mkhitaryan, Willian, even though he was crap. You had strikers that could bring the wingers into play. You're signing an out-and-out goal scorer now. So that is going to now restrict your wingers. Saka, that you know, likes to cut into the box, link with the striker, do a few soul rolls, cut in and shoot. How you would see Martinelli 1-2 in the box and play. That's not Gyökeres' game.
The man first start provide for him.
Yep. Gyökeres' job, give the ball to him and let him shoot.
I'm gonna tell you, it would have made sense if them actually want Eze to put on the left.
That is what I'm not. I think they would. But again, another problem now. They're 10. Tony, I'm not reading whatever you're talking right now because it's obvious you're just waffling right now. And I'm trying to actually speak sense to people. I'm not listening to you and your numbers you're getting from Statman Dave. All right? I'm not listening to your Statman Dave numbers, Tony. You see, when you want to talk football, Tony, please actually start having a nice conversation with me. You see, if you're going to move like Statman Dave, I'm going to ignore you. Because I'm actually talking about your team and I'm not even making fun of anybody. I'm not even making fun of anybody right now. The Eze signing and these guys would make a lot of sense. But that is if now Arsenal are literally going to basically want to change their whole way of play into just sticking to providing for a striker. That is going to hinder Arsenal now because what's going to happen when people start to target Gyökeres? You've seen it before. You've seen this before. That's how Sporting got knocked out of the Champions League. Yeah? When everybody starts zoning in on Gyökeres and starts kicking and doing everything, let's say, to hurt him now and try and stifling the play, your players now are going to be conditioned to always give him the ball. So you're literally restricting individuality now for a more system-based tactic. That right there is going to literally hamper them. Zares, what do you know about Gyökeres that I don't know? I don't care about what you want to say about eye test is subjective. My eye test has never been wrong. My eye test right here told Lex that they would win the league.
So Kaneki, you're saying technically he has the limitations of Lukaku.
He does.
Damn.
But go on to Karras. My eye test told Lex right here that they would win the league the moment they signed. The moment they sign what's their manager? Arne Slot. My eye test told Liverpool they'd win the league with Arne Slot in his first season. My eye test ain't been wrong, bro. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about Watkins. I'm talking about Arsenal players having to end up restricting their play because of a literal striker up top that can't link anything. You see, the same way with Erling Haaland, that's technically what is going to be with Arsenal right now. You're literally going to be playing with 10 men in build-up play. The most assists Gyökeres has ever gotten in his entire career is 12. The most assists he's ever got in his career is 12 as a striker. I'm not going at strikers for having an assist. Don't try and take me as saying that. But I'm saying how Arsenal relies, or what the type of play that Arsenal relies on, him being able to pass is something they're going to need.
And pass frequently too.
Thank you.
But all right, yeah, but so all right, so that's the thing. To me,
yes, 12 overall, JT.
To me, is a thing when have for Oh, what do you mean? When you did 12 overall?
Yeah, he has 12 assists in his entire season. That was in his third season at Coventry. That's the most assists he's gotten, because he equaled it last season at Sporting. 12 overall. Well, he had 14 assists one season. No, I'm wrong. He has 14 assists in his first season. That's overall, though. That's overall. That's not in the league, overall. So that is what I'm talking about. I'm not judging a striker based on assists. I'm just saying how Arsenal is going to need him to play. They're going to need a striker who's very comfortable on the ball and able to link play. Arsenal's system is why I'm talking about Gyökeres. If Arsenal were just cross and inshallah, I'd say Gyökeres is the best signing they could ever do. I'm just saying it needs to be Gyökeres and.
The thing is, it can work. It can work. It's just that it would have to be an art. So number one, it would have to be a mixture of playing, right? Number two, it would have to be a case where you don't prioritize Havertz, which you already know is going to happen. So Havertz are gonna have to play.
No, I don't think there's no way he prioritizes Havertz over Gyökeres.
No, not over Gyökeres, but somebody game gonna get tech. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, I think it's Zubimendi.
No, he would be an idiot.
No,
please tell me he would be an idiot if he tries to play Odegaard and Havertz.
To me, I just look at it, he's not benching Havertz or Odegaard.
Not benching Havertz.
I don't think he's benching his captain.
There's no way he tries to play Rice as a low piece.
Yeah, he don't bench Gyökeres if they sign him. Saka's going to start.
All right, so look, it leave Arteta with a lot of work, innit? Because when you analyze the situation, the profile of Gyökeres means you have to cater to him more. No, Gyökeres is a better passer than Lukaku and them, man. But it's not miles better.
No, thank you.
And he's not a frequent passer. He's a hold up the ball, link passer. So him can link, but him can't do it like frequently, like intertwined play, like a false nine. You don't get Gyökeres to play him the false nine, but that is what man they keep playing. No, where I think Gyökeres can strive is you have to get in Ezer somebody and bin Martinelli. Yep. Martinelli cannot be the same strike. Martinelli cannot be on that left side. You need more creativity in the team. You need the sideways man them in a midfield, which is all you have pretty much, barring what name Odegaard, but even he has become a sideways baller, become afraid to lose the ball. Now, that's where some of the issues going lie. Most of your creativity is still going to come from the wings, and it's going to be catered to one guy. Now, that will create issues when it comes down to also having creativity from your main goal scorer and assist maker in soccer. Because a lot of the times, a lot of the link play that Havertz would provide and them, man, it's Saka. Not, even if it's going to be there a little bit with Gyökeres, it's not going to be as good. And you'll find yourself facing a lot of counter-attacks while trying to play a high line. Now, getting into more crazy things is that you've lost Partey. I know Partey in this whole hullabaloo or what have you. And losing him and replacing him with Zubimendi, so to speak, and Norgard, for me, is somewhat of a joke thing, because there's a level of quality or a level of style of play that you have in Thomas Partey that your replacements don't have. You have not replaced Thomas Partey adequately. So now what you might find having is inadequacies in midfield, where the forward thinking would be, where they collect the ball and drive forward, beat a play and pass it forward in Partey. You lose that.
And they're going to try and turn Declan Rice into that.
That's what
You're
you
going to try
need.
and
If you
use Declan Rice as
exactly,
that.
that's what you need if you don't have a false nine dropping in for link play. That's what you need if you have a player running in behind. So now what you're gonna have happen is you're gonna get Gyökeres in, and I'm willing to bet that somewhere along the line, either him hit the ground running, or if him don't hit the ground running, we know what Arteta got. Arteta got bench him.
And that's something. And
Bench you,
yeah, yes, yes. Because let me just explain it so you guys can actually see what I'm trying to
I
talk
don't think he
about.
benches any of these. Look, he don't bench anybody.
Yeah, Arsenal's situation in breaking down low blocks is a major issue. We saw it last season as well.
Take it.
Yeah, I can just see Havertz, Rice, Odegaard in midfield.
Nope. The thing is this: I refuse to believe let me just change it. He is that stupid enough to do that.
Yes.
But I want to believe that somebody in that coaching staff has enough cojones to tell him, if you do this, you is an idiot. Because let us be honest now, Thomas Partey, greatest strength in their midfield was literally carrying the ball. The ball carrying ability of Thomas Partey, the aggressiveness of him in that midfield to win tackles. When you look at it, the first man that would end up stopping a lot of Arsenal's counters when they're getting counters is Thomas Partey. Anyone in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Does Thomas Partey have the most interception for them, or did Rice overtake him by 4? I want to make sure, like, I'm not. I don't want.
Your overall point stands is key to what they've got going on.
A lot of Arsenal's counter starts from Thomas Partey winning the ball, especially when he's fit and playing. A lot of their counters that they've end up scoring from has come from Thomas Partey winning the ball. Zubimendi is not that aggressive player. You watched him against us and you watch him die. He's not aggressive. He's slow. That aggressive press. And listen to this now. You are trying to do this with Rice. Rice can do this. But my fear is you're going to hamper Rice's overall play to try and turn him into something that's going to lead to him picking up injuries. The last thing, even though I make fun of Declan Rice, the last thing I want to see right now is Declan Rice picking up stupid injuries. I don't want to see Declan Rice picking up stupid injuries because he's rushing out to do a tackle and then, let's say, end up with a freaking torn ACL or some dumb shit. Like I'm not lying. Tony, I don't know what Zubimendi you're watching, Tony.
What is this guy?
Tony, stop trying. Tony, stop trying to sound like you know something, bro. Okay, admit it. You live on football Twitter and you watch highlights. That is it, Tony. You live on football Twitter and you watch highlights. You don't know anything about Zubimendi. Ball carrying, no. The ball carrying for them, the ball carrier for Real Sociedad is Subisic, the Croatian. That's the ball carrier. Zubimendi's job is to play from deep.
Good luck,
That's
Tony.
why Zubimendi is your Jorginho replacement. Jorginho.
That's what me know.
Jorginho is who Zubimendi is replacing. It's not Thomas Partey.
Good luck, Tony. Good luck.
But good luck with that, Tony. You know.
Hey, brother. Hey, listen, Tony. Stop the bullshit, man.
Tony,
listen,
clean your glasses. Maybe you can hear me better.
Yeah, first things fucking first. Brother, we're actually here to talk football, yeah? If you want to just do this bugger, I don't even know what you do. If you want to do this bugger foolishness, you can just fuck off, innit? Big man thing. Just don't type in the chat anymore. Because we actually try to talk football, you talk about lies. Man, not talk lies, bro. We're talk what we think. We're making an analysis on your signing, on your team, the way your manager wants to play, and we're literally talking facts, blood. What do you mean all lies? Yeah. What the fuck are you, blood?
Because look at Shane right here. Shane has a fantastic point. Because I said it on this channel. Rice plays better with Jorginho. You remember me saying this?
Yeah, because
you remember me saying this.
Alongside him, he needs that sitting.
Yes, somebody that holds his hand. But when you see Arsenal, that transition period when their midfield became more combative, Thomas Partey and Declan Rice became their best midfield.
Go to and
So
live.
Shane, you're not wrong.
Hold on, listen. The only way this works perfectly for Arsenal, the only way it works perfectly is if Eze is the one to come in to replace Odegaard. You play Odegaard you play Eze, Rice, Zubamendi with Rodrigo on the left, yeah, Gyökeres and Saka. To me, that is perfect for you, man. In attacking wise, transition wise, breaking down, low block wise, a lot of that. You get me? Because a lot of the things. So, for instance, you man can then switch to the cross-hitting thing where Eze can make him late runs, Saka can cross the ball and do all of this bullshit. Gyökeres will get a couple headers and so on and so forth. You get me? There's a lot of room for work.
Yes.
If that doesn't happen, then what you find happening is that, like, for instance, say you man going next season with and expect to have Martinelli and Gyökeres in the same team. The only way that would work is probably if we're not gonna play a 4-4-2, blood. You know what I mean?
And that not make sense because that will ruin them whole style of play.
It would have ruined them whole style of play. So the thing you man can think so we there chat shit. Wanna not suffer next year because Arteta can't figure out what to do with the players who him have.
Shane, you're correct. Jorginho's a better passer. Zubamendi I would call him an upgrade, but Jorginho is still a better passer. Jorginho's reading of the game is still far better than Zubamendi. No. Shane is talking. It's actually having a good debate.
Yeah, but
Shane is having a good debate with me right now.
Bro, man, them need to remember say, yo, Jorginho
literally finished third in the Ballon d'Or.
Well, yeah, Jorginho's not an idiot ball of blood. The man win the Euros with Italy. What else him did do? Him did win the league?
No,
Him win the Champions League. In these wins, he was pivotal by just keeping things incredibly simple, by being incredibly efficient in the midfield. Yes. You have to be careful. Yeah, it is the same profile. Zubamendi is the same profile. I wouldn't go as far as to say he's better than Jorginho, because what Jorginho is bad at, Zubamendi is also bad at.
Oh,
I'm saying that's the crosses that Lex was talking about. He was talking about you guys' crosses from corners.
In terms of physicality and so on and so forth, it's the same weaknesses. Now, when you go on to the quality perspective of things, does he have the same quality as a I know you man never had prime Jorginho, but does he have the same qualities as Jorginho even when he was at his best for Arsenal? It is questionable. We have to wait and see. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I hear what you're saying there. Let me get to these.
What Shane is saying, sorry, before you get to Shane's super chat, what Shane is saying, this is the debate I like having. Because Shane actually is listening to us is bringing up some things that he's saying.
It's not just
corners, but majority of the crosses are corners.
When you man have issues breaking down teams, Saka
it's crossing.
Saka start to cross that ball crazy. Like, don't forget.
Yeah,
don't forget. And the only reason you man don't cross it from the other side of the pitch is because that side
cannot cross.
Him can't cross. Him can't do nothing. I don't even know why him still start. Because the goals him get, like, if you did put a dead ball, if you did have Sterling over them, still would have scored them like an idiot goal there anyways.
Yeah, like, bro, your biggest goal threat on your left is Calafiori. It wasn't even Martinelli. Your biggest goal threat was Calafiori. So this is what I'm trying to bring up now. This is what I'm talking about. Shane, at least you're now seeing what we're talking about. You're still having a debate with us. But you're actually seeing it. We're not forgetting you have Havertz. Havertz is just crap. That's it.
Right,
you have your centre backs, but as I'm trying to say before, a lot of these things now, with how everything is changing up in your team, we're saying, will your system now change to completely facilitate Gyökeres? If that is what's going to happen, a lot of the set pieces and things that you usually scored from last season probably won't happen this season now. because everybody that don't look at Statman Dave's stats, like Tony in chat right here, people that actually watch football know that Gyökeres's major weakness is him aerially. Gyökeres doesn't win aerial duels that highly. As you've seen it, Shane. As you've seen it, Shane. But you as an Arsenal fan now, you'll have to tell us now, like how Sai and Lex are telling me now, what they believe their manager's future plan is for the team and how they're going to play. I watch your team. I don't go into full depth analysis of your team though, because I'm not an Arsenal fan. That is it. That is it. So that's how I'm looking at it.
First, big up to Shane for the 2 super chats. Big up to Shane. Big up to everyone in the chat. Says Arteta is going back to post the buy football. Watch. That's going to be interesting if you do indeed sign these players. Very, very interesting. He goes on to say, big up for the second super chat as well, Shane. Appreciate it. Says, with the profile of players, especially with Zubimendi. So I think that's from his first super chat. So he's saying Zubimendi, the plan is to go back to the more offensive football. Because Arsenal obviously went the defensive route.
Because and the thing is this.
All right,
if that happens, that's a different conversation.
But here what my problem with that. We're not going like Sir Thomas Partey never cater to that style of football. So why him stop it?
Exactly. That's the point that I'm talking about.
Bro, the acquisitions don't tell me that Arteta are going to change his philosophy back. It's going to be a whole new system from last year or even the previous 2 years after that. You get me? For the past 3 years, I'm pretty sure. And to me, I can credit him. Every time his team changes, he changes a system to fit the team. The only issue that he may come across is that the quality in the team isn't good enough to actually have human excel, but he does make changes to suit the team. So when him bring in Rice, him realize, okay, we can play this expansive football. Because when the ball got to Rice, where you gonna have him play 1-2s and pick out passes like
nobody not go on that.
Pick out him do. Rice can't do that. That's why we criticize him. You man getting on the emotions because of how we speak, but you don't realize we just speak based on the facts. The only time we can clown you is when you are a clown. Like man not clown. You get me say it's not like you're out here being a G and man not clown you. No. If you are a G, we sit down at the chat and we say, you know what? We don't like this brother, but him is a G. Yes. You get what I say? If next year, me see the Gyökeres celebration 40 times for the season, then we say, all right, Arsenal.
I hold my hands up.
Is a G. Why is it? Do we say Arteta is not a G and will clown Arsenal? Because you don't win nothing. Yeah, you don't win anything. That is why we laugh at you. And then what makes it so much better? Because, bro, I was never this against Arsenal. This only started like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I was never this against us. It's you, the fans. The fans talk about, we have one of the best teams in Premier League history. Our team is better than Liverpool with Klopp and all of this bullshit. But you have no trophies to show for it. You man can barely crack 90 points when we did 99. That is the issue. So here's the thing. Good luck to you, man. But I don't care if you get Gyökeres. No, the fuck you're going to start. I don't care if you get Gyökeres. I don't care if you get Rodrigo. Don't care if you get Eze. Yo, listen, go break the bank and get what name?
Who?
Well, Newcastle. What name?
Isak.
Isak. Get all of them. Get all of them. Do this Real Madrid Galactica bullshit. Still not going nothing. It's still not going nothing.
No, because Lex brought up something that is correct.
Top four chase. Rubbish. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, what Lex says is true. Arteta changes things when things aren't working. But listen to this. When he changed things what used to work, stop work.
Exactly.
Arsenal before never needed set pieces to score.
So that is it, flawless. That is it. So then, him couldn't go back. People say, "Oh, we used to play this expansive football."
Him cannot go back to that.
Him can't go back to it. Become the other players to go back to it. So look, now that him going to spend this bag of money on a striker who don't fit him system, him going to get this striker. Unless Bertha decides, say, "Yo, brother, me a buy who me want buy, and if you don't like it, you're gonna get fired." That must be the thing.
The only way. Because when before Arsenal in the second season, if I'm lying, Arsenal would cut you open with the ball on the ground.
Arsenal, you not sign him already?
Brother, at this point, Mbuemo there's somewhere at chill. Yeah, him there's somewhere in a limbo between Spurs and Man United. We don't know.
Still?
Yeah, so we don't really know about that. But let's continue.
Yeah, who's this? Who?
Mbuemo in my Arsenal. If
he's still United bound.
Yeah, I don't really know, and I'm not going to focus on that until I see him hold up Man United shirt.
Yeah, just to clarify
listen to what the man say. Listen to what the man say. Look what him say. Look what Tony say. Bring that up.
Pretend you shook Gyökeres is coming to get the title run because we're coming for the title.
Tony,
Clip that.
You went missing. You went missing for a total of 4 months last season when Arsenal started the foolishness. You were MIA for 4 months.
From January we not see Tony, you know. No, him a go sign your curse. All of a sudden, Tony appears.
You had Dante and TJ putting out warrants for your arrest, bro. Let's not do this, bro. Don't bother with this talking. You come out here with stars are aligning, and then you align yourself in going missing.
Exactly. Hold on. And this is what we need to talk about. Every time you man need to make the necessary signings to go win the league. You don't. Then, when other teams strengthen, that is when you want to strengthen. But guess what? Your strength isn't as good as these other teams. You're not better than Liverpool. No. You'll never be better than Liverpool.
Shane, we're not talking about Arsenal. We were talking about how you guys can get better. Tony's pissing us off.
Because it's the Arsenal segment. We'll get to the team.
Tony's pissing us off, Shane. We were not disrespecting Arsenal. Remember how you heard us talking before? We are saying what your manager will have to do to accommodate to a striker. Tony, I'm pissed with off now.
Hold on. We weren't disrespecting Arsenal. I am disrespecting Arsenal right now.
Right now. We're going to start mock people.
Because, don't forget, they get all the chances to win the league. Look, Pep wife even leaving for giving our chance.
Pep wife left with the tactics book, bro.
Crazy, yeah.
Pep wife leave him for him. No, look on Pep's side. Pep off. Nuri.
Yes.
Turkey.
Reinders.
I understand Demsgaard.
Mamouche.
Yeah,
Demsgaard. Is that you think is that what's going to be the answer? Demsgaard.
Roger Etiel Unabrook. He's back. Listen. So and then no, Tottenham gonna get Thomas Frank. Tottenham gonna be all right. You get what I say? Cause Thomas Frank beat all the time.
Easily. The man first game was you guys and the man dripping up.
You see this pride, man. Shout out to Tony. He said, the stars will definitely align now.
Yeah, man.
Good. Tony. When Uno not in the top 4 in November, make sure me see you.
When
you're out there struggle, and hold on, here what the Liverpool, here what the Arsenal fans are gonna do. You know what the Arsenal fans are gonna do? They're gonna get around and say to Lee, I thought you said we need a striker. Yeah, brother, but him also say you need to find a little idiot manager on have.
No, we're not talking about the North London derby. We're talking about when Brentford beat on the dog. That we're talking about Shane.
And me can tell you this right now. Clip this. You're not winning the league over Liverpool. You Arsenal not winning the league over Liverpool. I don't care who else we sign or don't sign. Don't matter to me. Big side. My side, a big side. And you can go on with a little 100 million Declan Rice. We spend 100 million on goals and assists, not centre backs.
No, that's what I mean. We weren't talking about the North London derby about him beating you guys. He's going to beat you with Spurs. We're just saying Brentford used to Thomas Frank used to beat you guys with Brentford. I don't know if Brentford is in London. You guys would have to tell me that.
It don't matter where Brentford beat.
It's dropped points. They didn't beat them like that, but they dropped points against them.
But Tottenham
but me I go clown. No, let me start my clown, because Tony, what are you talking about? As I said before, bro, when you man were starting to fall off, when you were here giving Liverpool the begin, bro. Oh, Arsenal aren't that far from Liverpool. Mr. Bagpipes from Baghdad. Yeah? Where are you now? We're only 3 points behind you. Eh? We're only 3 points behind you, Lex. How about that? Tony, where were you from February to April?
How much points are behind us now?
Yeah, Tony, where were you from February to April?
Countryman.
Yeah? Where were you from February to April? Lee Gunner couldn't find you. Ty couldn't find you. TJ couldn't find you. Dancy couldn't find you. Flawless couldn't find you. Prime couldn't find you. Flipping why name couldn't find you as well. She couldn't find you. No one couldn't find you. Where were you, Tony? From February to April. Where were you? My brother, you're missing like a catch one like an ACL injury. Where you say you pull a hamstring, a grade 3 hamstring, you're out for 6 months. Where were you, Tony? And think about it. The moment you came back was to watch your side, your Liverpool a God of honor. How you feel?
Yeah, man. Respect for the respect
Tony,
for the God of honor, Tony.
Man, Statia was actually talking about what Arsenal would have to do to change them play, to not hamper the way their style of play if they just focus on Gyökeres, and you are coming and talk like you're going to do nothing. What are you going to do?
And to the chat,
yeah, Arsene Wenger era is no enough fourth.
And to the chat people, we're talking about Arsenal dropping points to the London teams. Well, Brentford in particular, they dropped points to Brentford in this past season. And
brother, I don't care that you were here. No, where were you in the war when TJ and Dancy have to stand in front of the firing line with rifles aimed at them? Where were you?
When your people out there are dead, where you did that?
Where were you when Lex gone full at aim? Where were you? I only saw Dancy and TJ in the lineup. Yeah. Where were you, Tony? When Dancy and them needed you the most, you started to move like the Avatar. You went missing, bro. 100 years have passed. 100 years have passed and you come back. The war done. The war done, Tony. The war done.
Come on, Tony, man.
Shook. I'll be shook of anybody but Arsenal. I haven't been shook of you guys for 21 years. It's not gonna start now.
Hey, brother, listen. Man never out there talk about shook even when we did get Darwin Nunes. They had pretty much a carbon copy of each other. So you enjoy your Gyökeres, innit?
Brother, when you man have Santi Cazorla, Mesut Ozil, when you man had Santi Cazorla, Mesut Ozil, Aubameyang and Alexis Sanchez, that never shook me. You think me shook now because you have a left back at right wing, Odegaard, Gyökeres, and somebody who will identify as a left winger. You think me business about that, bro? What part of that have me go shook? What me need to shook about? What is there to be shooked about? When your manager score a goal and start Turkey with 5 centre backs, what is there to be shook about? Last season you told me I should be shook, and then me watching them not win nothing. Then the second season I was told to be shook.
Nothing.
And then watching the choke the league to Aston. Then watching the choke the game against Aston Villa. Then I was told to be shook again. And then you choke the league to 10-man Fulham. What am I to be shooked about with Arsenal, bro? And you can, as I said before, laugh at Man United all you want. This is 1 year without a trophy. This is going to be your 6th year without a trophy. There's a difference.
Yeah.
As bad as Man United are, we're not 6 years without a trophy. No, I'm not screaming. My mic literally, if I speak normally, you'll not hear me. These man here has testament to that. My mic literally will chip out and it sounds like no one can hear me.
Hey, brother,
so I have to talk at a higher pitch. I'm screaming because you guys are shit.
Brother, I hear a voice. No.
I'm screaming because you man are wallowing in shit and telling me that I don't know shit. How that work? How that work? Tony, Don't talk about shook because when Liverpool are going to win the league, you went missing for over 4 months. Shane can talk. I've seen Shane in the chat. When Arsenal lose last season, I saw Shane in the chat. Where were you for the Gunner Man United show from February to April, Tony? Answer my question. Me no want hear none else. Where were you for 4 months? Yeah? Where were you for 4 months? Brother, me can talk about Man United all I want. I am not 6 years without a trophy. I am not 6 years without a trophy, Tony. As bad as I am, you're around here moving like a black father that went to get milk. You didn't come back, bro. You had TJ and Duncy out here suffering, dry cornflakes and everything, waiting for the milk. Where were you, bro?
It's a dry cornflakes, isn't it?
That's crazy. That's crazy. You lot continue to run up the lights because you're clearly enjoying the show, people.
Yeah. Let me get to the Man United section because, as I said, none of you are upset with Man United more than me, but me different. Yeah. I have standards. I don't know what you have.
You only have 56 likes, people. Runners up, man. Girls up to 80 likes, you lot. Girls up to 80 likes.
Wait. Flawless.
Subscribe as well. Go on.
Can we send this out to Tony? You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You will never sing that. Clean your glasses, bro. Don't go missing when Arsenal start suffer again. Because I'm going to count the months again.
Tony, one thing I will agree with is, you can't do that. Whether you're embarrassed or not, you can't just be going missing.
4 months you go missing for. 4 months like a hamstring injury. Brother, don't talk.
Quickly, I know this is going to be a quick segment. We'll go to the first topic. Lex. Club World Cup, who you think wins it? The 4 semi-finalists. You got Chelsea, Fluminense, PSG, Real Madrid.
PSG, blood.
Yeah, PSG. First. What are you saying, Kaneki?
Brother, I'm gonna be real. I have not watched this glorified friendly at all. I haven't watched any single thing. But I'm just going to go Real Madrid because Real Madrid.
And did you think Chelsea beat Fluminense on the other side?
Come on.
Maybe.
You think Chelsea beat Fluminense?
Maybe. Maybe. I can see Thiago Silva pulling out a masterclass and just knocking them up on some dirty 1-0. Like me can literally just see Thiago Silva just do that. 38 years old, and me can just see him just have a masterclass and just help Fluminense just think out a 1-0. But I just Chelsea to prove me wrong, but me probably gonna put Chelsea over them just because of quality.
They beat Estevao side, so.
Them barely beat them, but at the end of the day, me just go put it and say quality are gonna probably be enough to scrape past Fluminense. But me now go say 100% Chelsea, but them individual quality wise, them supposed to beat them. If Javan was here, Javan would have probably cost one bag of bad word right now because we know him sick and tired of them, as we've seen in the group chat. But I'm going to have Chelsea beating them barely, but me go give them the benefit of the doubt because of them sheer quantity of players. Chelsea are gonna beat Fluminense.
We'll get to it. Not much new news, but Manchester United, Kaneki, floor's yours.
Brother, I saw that Calvert-Lewin something today from TalkSport, dog, and I threw up. I'm not even joking. Like, I physically threw up when I saw that we were linked with Calvert-Lewin in
Dominic,
2025.
Smoke screen.
Brother, a smoke screen for what? Patrick Bamford?
Ain't no smoke screen. They're doing this to gauge this. That's why. Same way we was linked to NDD on that same website.
Brother, don't get me started. Do not get me started. Okay, Man United are completely sick.
It's literally we were supposed to we made a bid for NDD last week.
Exactly. Just completely listen. This club sit my stomach. My stomach so much. It's so Man United. Do you actually need help scouting players? You can reach out. I can have Flawless give you my email. Because you look like you don't know how to scout nothing. How did you let what's his name from Inter Milan leave? What's his name? Rutegru. How did you let him leave? That's a striker profile that fits what Man United want. Do you guys actually not know how to sign players? Do you actually not know how to scout? Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Ndidi. What next? Are we going to sign Fuchs? What, you're going to tell me we're linked with Jamie Vardy next? What, you're going to bring out back Ayoze Perez. Is that what we're doing? Anthony is still here. Sancho is still here. Mason Mount is still here. Malacia is still here. Oh, I'm seeing reports. These guys want to leave. Why them not gone? Why them still a part of the match day squad? Why are they still a part of the team that are playing friendlies? Why them still there? Una well a ride off on this goddamn. Oh, Cunha in the 10. Me no business to Cunha in the 10.
Yo.
Brother, Cunha could have literally have 27 on him shirt. I don't give a shit.
First of all, oh, you mean with the number 10? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So you out here now, we midfield is still horrible. Our back line is still bad. And we barely have an attack right now. Why we still have Onana in our goal? Everybody's like, oh, we should get Martinez. You know, understand, say, what? Isn't he banned for like 2 games? If we're supposed to sign him, Martinez. Because he got a red card in the last a red card in the last game of the season.
It would be a game or I don't know. We went for violent conduct, so probably 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2. Not sure.
Okay, so we're going to start next season with no goalkeeper then. If we sign Martinez. When Milinkovic Savic is still right there. What is the other goalkeeper? What's his name starts with a C? Wait, hold up. I think he plays, is it Monaco? He plays for?
Oh, you're talking about I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about. Is it
Chevalier?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, Chevalier.
That's it. Yeah, someone's mentioned
Chevalier. Yeah, Chevalier. So why? Yeah. So why? There's a goalkeeper right there. Milinkovic Savic is right there. You buy both these goalkeepers that don't cost you 40 million. That's $35 million worth of goalkeepers right there. Yeah, from Lille. That's $35 million worth of goalkeeper right there. That's a fantastic starting goalkeeper and a good and a decent second keeper. And you're planning on spending $40 million on Martinez.
I wish they was. That's gone quiet.
This club completely sickens me, and it's the reason why when Duncy said where Man United are finishing, I said 13th. Because Brentford and Bournemouth got weak. That's the only reason I put Man United 13th, said Man United are finishing 13th in the league. Because Brentford got weaker and Bournemouth got weaker. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. We haven't made any signings for me to say, yeah, we can finish top 10. You think we're finishing top 10 with Cunha? You think we're actually going to finish top 10 with Cunha? Do you not know how bad this team is? Do you not know how bad our physio room is? Mind Sharp Cunha plays 4 games and end up picking up a 6-month injury. God forbid.
Yeah, hopefully that don't happen.
Do you know how bad this team actually is? So we're going back into the league with Mazuari. Decent, needs improvement. Delete, decent, can't really stay fit. Hope we can keep him fit. Yeah, Mini Maguire. Well, are we going into with Lissandro Martinez still? Because I know he's going to bench Heaven for him.
He won't be back till January.
Okay then. So then we have Lenny Euro, who still needs work. So we need somebody. Still need another centre back. Maguire don't count. So our backline still needs improvement. Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes and Ugarte are one midfielder alone in those 3 names. Casemiro, Ugarte, and Bruno Fernandes. Out of those 3 names, one of them is a midfielder. And a Casemiro. Yeah, a Casemiro. If you think we're going into 2025, 2026 with flipping Ugarte and Bruno, are we going to do anything against Arsenal? I have a bridge down the road I want to sell you. Yeah, I have a bridge down the road I want to sell you. If you think we're doing anything with that shit midfield, we don't have any wing backs. Yeah, we signed that Diego guy, Diego. Fantastic signing. Yeah. Fantastic signing. Yeah, I've been watching him from he was playing in the Copa Libertadores. As I said before, everybody here knows I watch football. Rate him as a signing. We need somebody
Not
beside
everybody.
of him. We need somebody there beside of him now to guide him into the player we need him to be. We don't have anybody in our coaching staff that actually help fully develop a player. Yeah, we don't. So when we have a wing back, right, and we want him to be this kind of wing back with no type of help, I would have batted. You know what? Let me just stop. Anyway,
Yeah.
so let me just start now.
Thank you.
So when you see
You
we
got
have
Thank you.
when we see we have Dorgu and we have that at Diego now at left back, at left wing back. You wanna know what we don't have as left
Oh
wing back?
boy.
Experience. Sorry, just a brother just stand up, just forward now with some loud music, and if me go out there now and fling something in car now, you gonna hear say me I want bumble hole, but okay then.
Okay.
All right then. We have no experience at left wing back. Theo Hernandez is still available, and Man United just aren't looking at him.
Why do you think no
But
one's
me
gone
say,
through?
probably,
Attitude. That is going to be the
no,
reason.
me not think of that.
What is it?
When him and Tonali didn't dealings, man.
The betting thing, I heard no. I heard it was allegations. They
Well, he
haven't
got
found
cleared
any
of the
concrete.
allegation. From what I read, he got cleared of the allegation.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Diego Leon was done a year prior.
Yeah, he was done last year. But what I'm saying is that Dorgu and him, that still lacks experience. Theo Hernandez is willing to take a wage cut to leave. He's willing to take a wage cut to leave AC Milan. He's the wing back that I would want Dorgu and Diego to learn from, because he's the exact profile that we are looking for. But Man United just aren't looking at him at all. We don't have a right wing back. Tillman is right there. Yeah? Tillman is right there, the German fullback. Joshua Wagnerman is right there. 2 German fullback for under 20 million.
So yeah, spectacular manager don't want for
Bro, don't get me started. Man. And then you guys, everybody's trying to think that this Mbeumo and Cunha is going to do shit. Our midfield is horrible. All right? Our midfield is horrible.
You're going to have individual brilliance and it will get you a couple more points, but the system
Brother,
is shit.
Individual brilliance took Man United from 15 to 15.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah?
But it's just that the individual brilliance are going to be better than before. That's
it
all.
Will, but
I'm not
it's not going to be enough.
A whole lot. Yeah, it's not going to be near enough.
It's not going to be enough.
You're trying to get a bounce back to at least top 6 from where now come from. Yeah,
and Zifex, I agree with the Dumfries thing as well. It's just that because I'm going for wing backs that are fantastic at crossing. Dumfries is a complete goal threat. Dumfries is a complete goal threat. But Dumfries, take it from me as well. Even you've probably seen it. He have some earthed moments. He have some earthed mermaids. Like this brother sometimes start move like Hector Bellerin, bro. Like you just see him, and like everybody I play football, and this brother over here in La La Land. When I saw his performance against Barcelona, I told people to drug test him because I watched that brother get literally pieced apart by Bologna. But then he go against Barcelona and have a masterclass.
Abuka is space, man.
Dumfries is either very good or get him out of the squad. There's no in between. Trust me. Yeah, trust me on that, bro. I just something that it's just sickening, bro. Even freaking Milik Tar, another centre back from Milan that wants out. I don't get it, bro. I don't get him. Freaking FC Cluns right there has this guy, 23 years old, German fullback. He's not even 10 million. He's not even 10 million. Fantastic crossing. It's the crossing that I love to see the most, the floated crosses. Where you just see it's just in the air. And he has this whip one where he just goes in fast. He's under 10 million and Man United are looking at him. When we need wing backs. Listen, all I'm saying right now, based on our squad right now, we are 13th. and I'm not changing, and I won't change my mind until I see signings that force me to change my mind. The manager done prove himself to me already. So next season, me know me gonna see some foolishness again.
Yeah, facts.
I'm going to see some foolishness because Rasmus Højlund is still here, Garnacho is still here, and as far as I know, he don't want to get rid of Mason Mount. So don't be surprised if our 2 10s end up being Mbeumo and Mason Mount.
What am I telling you? I'm telling Flawless, say, I bet you say, don't be surprised if a man start Mason Mount.
Don't be surprised if this brother force Mount and Bruno at the same
even though
squad.
him have Cunha in our team. Watch.
Yeah,
Watch
because
the
if you say like
bullshit.
play Cunha, now so back to it is because I've spoken on this many a times. This is why I've been saying idiot proof to squad and limit the poor players that he can be. That's why I'm saying just sign talent. I'm saying forget profiles, forget all of that. Just buy talented players and put them out there. We gonna win games.
Idiot proof won't work. America have made cars that have crash prevention on them, and people are still crashing the car.
When I say idiot proof, I'm talking about like it's the Ollie thing all over.
Limit the foolishness.
We know Ollie was a terrible manager, but what Ollie had was quality. This is why he reached the European final. This is why he reached, I think, like 5 semi-finals. This is why he finished second. That wasn't his brilliance. That was not his brilliance. He just happened to have talent. So with Amorim, what I'm saying is just buy talented players and bring them in and limit and sell the bad players. And obviously you can't sell them all, but just limit it. Because eventually he's going to get sacked. I'm just saying from an individual brilliance standpoint, that's how we going to win games. With Mbeumo, with Acuna. Sign whoever the talented striker is. You mentioned the midfield. We know that's a problem right there. Same way with a goalkeeper. That's why I've said improve the spine and just go from there. And at least give the next manager a better team and a better situation to walk into whenever that happens.
The fact that these mans made Richie signed to Milan. Yeah. The DM that I said we could have signed with what's his name that's going to Real Madrid. The German that I was talking about.
Oh, he's talking about Stiller.
Stiller. Yeah.
Everyone's talking about Stiller. He's still there though, right? There's been no talks or anything.
Madrid not signed him.
No, Madrid hasn't signed him yet, but there is I
can't lie, the way Alonso's working with what he's got at that team and changing the formations and stuff, and like I see it. You got talent to work over there. Yeah,
it's that's his name, Samuele Ricci. A DM from Torino. That these men signed for 25 million. 25 million for a 23-year-old DM. That's very good at tackling.
Exactly. Yeah. The reason why this is not crazy, look at the attackers that Ollie had. That's why it was this. He says, you want to know something insane? Ollie won games with 5 or more goals 10 times, scoring 64 goals and conceding 8. Because look at the attackers he had. That's why.
Bro.
Yeah, and then Pogba and the midfield was good.
This brother had Pogba, Edison Cavani, and Mason Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood, Martial was there. You can't. That's why I'm saying with Mbeumo and Cunha and a competent striker, that front three is better than most of us in the league. It's going to score goals and create. That's why it's important to get Mbeumo over the line and get a striker. Because that as a trio, I could manage that. And then just go out there and play. Just go out there and play, and they go figure it out between the three.
If they don't get him, Man United or Liverpool needs to try and step in to try and get him as well. If they don't get Steeler, Liverpool and Man United need to try and get him, because that is a midfielder that we need, that fits the profile, that fits the system that we're trying to play.
Yeah, because people keep talking about Steeler, saying he's it.
Yeah, I've been talking. Yeah, you heard me talk about him for 3 years.
You mentioned him. I'm saying anytime he's mentioned the chat, anyone who watches him is always like, yeah, he's a quality player. He does this, that, and that.
And it's just something that is just. Fam, there's no hyping, nothing at Man. This team sticks to my age. Disgusting to watch.
Oh, yeah, it seems terrible. And
this team is straight up disgusting to watch.
And people are also like starting to slowly realize about this ownership because of this window. Well, that's a whole different
everybody. No, listen. I'm not. I told you before. Yeah, incompetent nitwits enjoying our suffering.
I think that will never change. Them just look like them a try.
They're trying.
You know what I say? Them a try.
And that be real, Lex. Tell me if it's not funny. Like you watch them a try and do something. You knew it.
Literally a try, but that's the thing is like them not really have no ill will. It's not like them literally a try to rip you off. Them just not good
don't
enough.
know what to do.
Them just not good enough.
And that's my issue.
It's like Rasmus. Rasmus try every game, blood.
Yeah, you try.
But we cannot listen to me. Don't even.
But it's like, bro, at some point you have to make some decisions. Like some serious ones. Like, certain man contract just need to get cut, brother. All right, me get it. Now worry about the finances and thing. Bro, listen. Take a 15, 20 mil for Garnacho, bro. Stop asking this 70 mil, brother.
Yeah.
Brother, listen to me.
Teams know say Garnacho not gonna be nothing more than just a little media darling for a little bit. I'm not gonna last no time, fam.
Milita is there for listen. It's just look.
And why man them not raid? Why man them not raid Leon? Like walk on.
Don't get me started on that. Because even Flawless right here I've heard talk about it that Leon is about to get relegated and we're not even trying to take a couple players from them.
And bro, look on William. Yeah, you get messy. And then look on bro, and then look on even Eitnor. Bro, Eitnor just looks so crazy. Not Eitnor.
Turkey,
yeah. Nearly call the man near Sahin Terati. That kind of racist, isn't it? But yeah, bro, it's like
Near Sahin, you know. Sorry, go.
You know, messy. It just them brain the name they may try for remember, bro.
Yeah.
But it's just a case where it's like so many opportunities dead. Market opportunities are there. Why man them not make use of them?
You know why? Because man ain't competent, that's why.
The fam is completely even freaking what do you name? Jorge George Makutsich. The Georgian man. Steve's favorite striker, the Georgian that's there, Mittelstadt. Even he fits the profile of striker that we're looking for. He's 24 years old. He fits the strikers that we're looking for. Tony, I'm allowing. What do you mean I'm allowing? Man United are moving like clowns. What did Lex say we do to clowns?
Clone them.
You're like, why should I defend Man United? What am I defending Man United for? What am I defending? What am I defending? They're moving like clowns.
You just calling it as you see it. Saying you ain't gonna defend
Lex hasn't said anything wrong. Lex hasn't said anything wrong. Yeah, what? You think I'm going to out here talk about the stars are aligning? And that we're going to compete for the league with Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes? Playing one game a week. You think that's what I'm going to do, Tony? You think I'm going to be out here hyping up with chest, knowing that the team is crap and saying we're going to do something? We have the 13th best team in the league, and I'm saying that, and that's a stretch. That's a stretch. With the team we have right now, we're 13th. Tell me, Tony, am I lying? Are Man United, do you think Man United have a team to compete for top 6? Not even top 4. Do you think Man United have the team to finish in a conference league position?
This team, no.
Yes or no?
No. As it's currently constructed, this team, hell no. Hell no. As this team is currently constructed right now, hell no. That's why there's so much conversation in regards to the squad. Because even to Timmy, we mentioned there about that's why you don't blame Amorim because of the squad being dire. It's like, he should still be doing better with the team, though. Should still do better than what he did. You don't take us backwards. I keep saying this. As much as the squad's bad, as much as the ownership's bad, you've added to that. Don't take us backwards. No one had us here at like when he took over. That was not the aim. Even Omar Barada came out and said it. So we didn't expect to be here, which dispelled this myth when people were like, well, we kind of seen United fans saying that, we expected to be here, and it's kind of like it's okay. Like, no, it's not.
No, I expected Man United
you might be one of the few, but the team's better than that, in my opinion, as it's shown with previous managers.
Yeah, even this guy right here.
The team's better than that.
Mama Hamadou. Even him flawless. Mama Hamadou Diawa. A 6'2", 20-year-old DM.
Playing France.
One to Milinkovic-Savic. Vanya Milinkovic-Savic. The keeper.
The goalkeeper.
The 6'8", brother.
Yeah.
So
Even he's there. No,
We got linked
we
to him.
haven't.
We
were
and then it
linked to
went
him.
quiet.
But I'm
And
talking
then
about the DM.
someone else got linked to him as well, and then it went quiet as well.
Yeah, I'm talking about the DM that plays for Leon right now. That's under 3 million. Mama Hamadou Diawa. Literally under 3 million. 20-year-old, 6'3", DM, literal DM, fits the profile that we need,
I think you
fits the
mentioned it.
height.
Does he play in France?
Yes, he does. He plays for
Yeah.
Leon. You can look him up. You can look up his name.
I
It's
remember.
Diawa.
Yeah. I remember you saying it.
Yeah, literally 6'2", 6'3", aerial, sound in the air, defensively sound. Under 3 million. Fits the profile we're looking for. Mentality is what we're looking for, not linked with him. The last time I checked, I saw that Newcastle were linked with him. I don't need them adding more death row to that death row midfield.
Yeah. No.
Like, come on, bro. So let's not do this with Man United. Players are out there. Players are out there. So much players are out there. Quality is out there. Someone on Saeed's channel said that there's nothing in the market, and I swear to God, if I hear
them keep
one,
on to say that rubbish, bro. Like,
if
what's
I hear
up,
one
man?
more person say that there's nothing in this market, listen, all right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I understand a lot of you live on football Twitter, you play FIFA, and you watch highlights. If somebody doesn't get an inform card, they don't exist to you guys. Yeah. If you don't see Statman Dave or some other cretin that lives on SofaScore regurgitate names to you, you don't know these people. I just brought up Mama Hamadou Diawa. Well, Statman Dave hasn't talked about this guy, so obviously he isn't good enough.
Who the
Listen
hell
to
is
me.
that man, Dave, bro?
All right. Some brother who work for Manchester
I
United.
must see that thing, but
Oh,
I
no,
don't know who.
No,
Yeah,
Statman Dave. So you just post out stats on Twitter
him post
after
out
games and
stats
stuff.
and talk about players and only bring up them stats. Him don't bring up nothing else about the play. Him don't tell you how them play. It doesn't tell you their attributes, what they're good at, what their weaknesses. All him come out and tell you, yes, man, this guy him scored 13 goals. And the season before that, him scored 10. So we've now have enough proof to show that he's a 10-goal a season player. And also goals work. That's not how goals work. That's not how goals work.
Yeah, not so that work for sure.
All right. I am tired of these stat generations. Watch football with your eyes. The eye test has never failed. Eye test has never failed because see Usman Dembele proving a lot of people right now when they said that he was a fantastic player. He just died at Barcelona. Usman Dembele is proving the people that backed him right. The eye test doesn't really fail. Eye test has the biggest success rate. Eye test has the biggest success rate. Because listen to this. Eye test is why we have Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. The eye test is why we got Neymar. The eye test is why we got Salah. The eye test is what we got Jota, may him soul rest in peace. Eye test is what brought these fantastic ballers to us right now. It was not stats. It was not stats. If it's stats, Callum Wilson is the third best English striker in Premier League history. If we're going by stats. Who here want to believe that Callum Wilson better than flipping it should be in the same conversation as Wayne Rooney, Jamie Vardy, and Harry Kane? How much people want to believe that? Don't piss me off. Watch football. Players are out there. Not because you don't watch. Not because you don't watch anything outside the Premier League mean other players don't exist. Newsflash.
It's very lazy.
Yeah, Van der Sar came from the Dutch league. So because you don't watch football, you would never be able to find the next Van der Sar. Cristiano Ronaldo come from the Portuguese league, but because you don't watch anything outside the Premier League, you wouldn't know if there's going to be a next Ronaldo. You don't know. You don't know. Joe Felix, Timo, you have a point. But Joe Felix was stats before the eye test. Joe Felix was stats, then eye test. Because they said they saw the stats, then they did the eye test. Joe Felix does exist. You have the few outliers with the eye test. I will never try and say the eye test is 100%. but it's far more better than stats. Far more better than stats. It sick my stomach. Oh, there's nothing in the market. Which part Liverpool signed them players from then? Which part words come from then? If
Thin
nothing
air.
up on the market.
Thin air. But we
Yeah.
can't afford words.
Yeah. Nothing up on the market. Okay, so why Arsenal about to sign Gyökeres if nothing up on the market? Nothing up on the market, right? So which part Turkey and Rangers and these guys come from? Which part all of them brother you come from? Nothing is on the market. Brother, your lack of ball knowledge should not be inflicted on other people. You see, if you don't know what's on the market, don't utter out of your mouth. There's nothing on the market. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off.
No, I agree.
All right?
100%. Hey, you lot continue to run
Tony,
up the
stop.
likes as well,
You know
man.
what, Lex? You deal with what Tony said, because if I answer
Yeah.
Tony, it'll go
Tony just
bad.
started, you lot, hey, run up the likes. Big up to Tony, but Tony just out here trolling. You lot, run up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Anything you might want to chat about that we've not, because we mentioned all the biggest topics and latest news. Anything?
I want to actually first say my condolences to Liverpool, because that Jota news hurt me when I found out about it.
Absolutely.
All right. I just want to actually say that news hurt me. I felt bad the entire day. I felt bad the whole time, because just the day before, I was talking with my uncle that supports Liverpool, and I was talking about Jota, and he was saying no with words. When they with words, he was saying how no, if Jota can stay fit, what Liverpool can do, because he loves Jota. Let me just bring it up to this. My uncle, shout him out. Bob, he loves Jota. He loves Jota.
Uncle Bob.
Yeah, that's his nickname, Bob. But but he loves Jota. He straight up loves Jota. And the news, I felt so bad, because my uncle is who, when I saw the news first, he called me crying. Let me tell you this, I've never seen this man cry a day in my life. I've been alive 27 years. I've never seen this man cry. But that Jota news broke him.
Yeah, man, I feel hold back the tears for real still, because upon a real, it's like, it's kind of strange, bro. It's like,
no, it not feel real. Me right now, me away from somebody for type, JK, Jota is right here. Like something, bro, because that it not feel real.
And that's the thing, is like the first thing, bro. Listen, the first thing I see when I wake up, bro, was the news. Like, man, I see nothing else. Like, legit, I wake up, boom, 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 check my phone, rip Jota. So man say, this must be a joke. You get what I say? And then it's like, then it start to hit home. Other people start talking about it, and man said, Jono, Diogo Jota. Crazy, because not only it's like, there's kind of multiple factors within the whole issue as well. It's like, when you consider it, it also bring to your attention your own mortality in it. Like how easy you can just drop out and not expect it. You get what I say? And then, like, when you really analyze the situation, it's like sometimes we take certain things for granted, innit? Like sometimes you get what I say. Sometimes we'll probably have something we want to do. We keep on and put it off. There's so many things that we could, quite possibly achieve with our lives. Probably, bring happiness to us, or bring happiness to our loved ones and other people. And it's like sometimes we put these things off, but then situations like this happen, and it shows you, like, bro, like, don't take it for granted, because at any given moment, it's like something can just go wrong, your tire can blow. Like me as a man, I do nothing more than 90 miles per hour up on the highway. Like one day my thing can blow just like that, innit? So it's like, and it's so unfortunate, because it's like you rate these players, like these players give you, and sometimes you don't even realize the emotional attachment you have to a player until, like, either they retire or them leave your club. Like to this day, like Firmino is not dead, but I miss Firmino. I'd take Firmino back in my squad easily, just to have the presence, just to can sing C Senior when him score a goal. You get what I say? But so it's just one of them things where, bro, it's just an unfortunate situation. And the best we can do is just, I guess, celebrate the life of Jota. And you know, the goals him score, how he's made us, especially as Liverpool fans, feel. Because, bro, like, we've had incredible moments with Jota. Like, this brother always score against Arsenal. Who are gonna score against Arsenal now? You get what I say? Like, consecutively, every game, we can't depend on Nunes to do it. As a matter of fact, we're supposed to sell that.
And how biblical is it that his last goal was against Everton?
You get me? It was a nice goal too.
It helped you win the league. It doesn't feel real because I'm still remembering the Yardman podcast is months back of Lex saying we need Jota fit. We miss Jota. We need to try get Jota fit now. We need to get Jota fit now. Because with him fit, we can now push for the Champions League. Like all in my mind now is just hearing Lex and these guys.
It was on form, confirmed it poor.
His form was poor. Form was poor. Like all in my mind, is just hearing Lex that talk say, all we need now I just Jota for pick up form now because Salah was on form. What's his name? Gakpo was starting to pick up form. And Diaz was picking up form. So it was just Jota. And I really hats off to Liverpool for retiring the 20. I really love that as well. I really do love that.
You did that for that, man.
No. A lot of clubs wouldn't have done it.
Well, yeah,
heart to Liverpool still. You know, my heart's out to Liverpool for actually doing that. For just completely retiring your number 20.
No, absolutely.
Because it was then I found out how everybody's saying it. He signed in 2020 and helped them win their 20th title. And I'm like, that means a lot. That's meant a lot. So as I want to say, may him so rest in peace because he was a very very, very good player. Like none of this forced positivity thing. I actually
and based on what the man them even did I say, it's like it was a good teammate as well. Like the personality, if you watch the videos and you see the interactions between him and his teammates, it's like it's a good youth.
And during his entire career at Liverpool, he's only missed, I think, 4 female of the Liverpool female games. He's only missed 4. He's always there for the women's team for Liverpool. He's always there for the women's team for Portugal. He's never missed a match for the Portuguese women. He's only missed 4 games for the Liverpool women team. Because he was always saying that if I was to ever have a daughter, I want her to can look up to the female footballers as well. He wants more female role models in the world that he can be he can be proud for his daughter to look up to. And to see all of this right now, like it still hurts right now, even though it's already passed and gone. Like it still doesn't feel real to me that he's not here anymore.
Yeah, because it's really permanent if you really think about it. Like
it don't feel well, but yeah. And something else that I want to talk about is the signings right now that's going on right now, because I am going through a lot of the list of players that I've been watching from last season, and a couple of them are getting some decent moves. As you've seen, the right backs that I was talking about that went to Inter Milan and PSG. Yeah, so I'm just looking at them now and I'm just saying it just boy, I just but nothing on the market.
Yeah, you know how people be, man.
On the market.
It's laziness. That's why I don't hear it. There's too many footballers playing football for you not to be able to find a player to fit your club and what you're looking for.
Yeah,
but it's lazy. It's just supremely. I say this all the time. It's lazy. That's why Arsenal are going for Madueke because he's here. It's lazy.
Wait, is that actually true? Can somebody actually verify with me?
But the Madueke thing, yeah, Arsenal have agreed terms with him.
I'm gonna say this right now. If Ethan Nowari goes to Chelsea,
and talk says he could go the other way,
I am going to mock the shit out of you, because This TJ said this. TJ said this. Arteta is going to sell Ethan Nowari. TJ said this. I'm trying to remember what stream it was, but TJ did say it because he says he doesn't know why Arteta refused to play Ethan Nowari. I know that Ethan Nowari is forcing himself into the Arsenal squad. Arteta is going to sell him. TJ said this on one of the Arsenal shows. TJ said this. If they actually end up selling Ethan Nowari, Arteta should be sacked. Arteta should be sacked for any other reason though. Like he should have been sacked. But if you sell such a promising prospect of Ethan Nowari, who's been one of your best creators during key moments last season, if you sell him for Madudu,
yeah man, then can sell him, man. We're not doing a positive agenda for us now.
You know what?
You forget.
It's a crime as somebody that loves football for what you replace such a baller for a literal system player. Like a paste merchant. You're replacing a baller for a paste merchant. And it's not even like Ethan Nowari is slow.
Yeah, he's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it's dreadful.
Tony, you guys would have to prove to me that he's not going, because based on what I'm seeing, you can't guarantee him game time.
Here's the rumor. So he wants to sign a new deal, but he wants promising of game time.
That is what I heard. And and Arteta isn't promising him that because they're signing another. I'm pretty sure they're going to sign another midfielder.
Well, he didn't get game time, and they're signing attackers. So Gyökeres, they're going to sign probably. They're gonna sign.
You know what funny? For be honest with you, you don't even have to sign Eze, just play him instead of Odegaard. Man been saying that the whole of last season.
I hear it.
I swear down, there is no way you guys are actually going to let Nowari go to Chelsea. There's no way you're not actually gonna have to do that. Your manager should be sacked for any other thing, but Ethan, bro, like please don't make that be a thing. Do not make that be a thing.
I think it could happen. It's definitely a potential.
If it's any positive I need from Arsenal, please do not let Ethan Nowari go.
Nah, I need
please.
I'm saying, by the way, run me that. I need that.
Please, it's bad enough you sign Madudu.
Send him go somewhere. Send him go. Yeah, man, you can sit.
Go play. Hey, you lot continue to run up the likes. Big up everyone supporting. We're at 63. Yo, get us up to 80 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Man, that's so important. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Whether you're watching live right now, watching this back, Sarcasm City TV, YouTube. Get over to the playback as well. Download the playback app, people. Same way you watch and comment on YouTube. We got content all over there. Club World Cup coming up. Well, Club World Cup watch-alongs we've been doing. The semi-finals and the final we will only be doing over on the playback. www.playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, or just download the app from your app store. Again, create an account for free, sign up for free, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us over there. Usyk Dubois 2. No, yeah, it's Usyk Dubois 2. That's coming up in just over a couple of weeks. We'll be live on the playback for that NBA content over there as well. Once the Premier League's back, all that content. Yeah, Usyk Dubois 2. They fought before. It's a rematch.
I'm ready to fight. That brother there?
Yeah, Usyk and Dubois fought. But this is before.
I'm gonna remember that.
Remember when he caught him? Remember Dubois caught Usyk and he was down on the deck for a long time, but they deemed it a low blow. If you watch it, you'll remember. But this was before. This is before he fought AJ.
Okay. Yeah. Before him, they beat AJ.
Before he fought AJ. What year was it? It's probably a couple years back. Let me check. But yeah, it's the rematch.
Before Dubois did actually have a name.
Yes, it was before Dubois had a name. Yeah. It's Dubois. 85. When was it? Yeah, I was right. Yeah, it was literally 26th of August, 2023. So it was 2 years ago. It was 2023. So yeah, Poch just lost the Gold Cup final to Mexico. Are you lot still live over there, Prime? If you lot still live on Sunshine's channel, I'll redirect over.
USA always lose to Mexico still, but
lost it. Let me know.
The Poch agenda will run. The Poch agenda will run. Don't do this. Poch sucks. All right.
Argentino.
Don't be surprised if Argentina don't end up on the no-fly list as well. You know, shout out Messi, but you're about to get deported as well, sir.
It's crazy. But hey, Prime, you lot still live over there? If not, I'm just gonna redirect you.
Argentino.
Shout out to Mexico winning the Gold Cup though. Still, shout out to Mexico for winning the Gold Cup.
Nothing new, really.
Oh, he's dog shit. You know, Mauricio Pochettino.
Big up Tony says I love the show today. Big up Kaneki, brother Lex, for keeping up with my darts. All smiles.
No,
ahead.
brother, you keep on a stress man out, brother. I can't bother with it. Big
See
man.
you guys after my vacation. Bless people. Enjoy the holiday, man. Big up Tony, man. I'll catch you in August when you're back. I'll catch you next month. Yeah, people, we gonna close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. We back live today, 4:30 p.m. Mandem United podcast. We'll be talking all things United, and then we didn't do it today. 12:30 a.m. United Liverpool pod with Barbados, with the Barbados edition with Beijing Reds TV. So shout out to Beijing Reds TV. Crabbers in the chat earlier. Big up Pops and Barnes, and make sure you subscribe over there. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. I'm gonna redirect to Sunshine because she's still live over there with friggin' them Crooks Prime and Steve and that. So yeah, you lot head over there. Put Sarcasm City TV Raid in her chat. Don't forget we are available on all audio platforms as well. So if you want to listen to this show here, audio only, type in Sarcasm City TV on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts, and it will pop up. So big up. Love to everyone that's locked in. Premier League Podcast, Yardman Edition, live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.